Grand rising, grand rising, grand rising. Happy Friday, Curvies. Happy Friday. Yes, we made it through, y'all. It's the 29th day of 2023. You guys, 29, 30, 31, 2 more days. 2 more days and we made it through this awesome year, you guys. Another year of experiences, another year of connections, another year of goaling, another year of achievements, another year of failing forward, another year of evolution into yourself, another year of you catching up to your greatness, y'all. Hasn't 2023 been fan-freaking-tastic? I am so thankful to God Almighty in heaven, whose image and likeness I'm created in, for this awesome year, for my curvies, for everything. I'm just in a really, really good place of gratefulness right now, because even in my sorrow, I'm just so grateful that I get to continue with my father's infusion of energy. His entire spirit, his whole vibe is mine. You know what I'm saying? So I get to go on into 2024. He's not here, but I get to take him with me forward. You see what I'm saying? So it's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be beautiful. Good morning, mademoiselle. Bonjour. Comment allez-vous? I hope you're having a fantastic day. You deserve fantastic days. I hope you realize that you deserve everything you desire and that you're going to get it. 2024 is going to be litty, you guys. Litty. Okay? So you know why I'm here. I love Married to Medicine. Oh yeah, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button. If you haven't already, ring my bell on the way in, y'all. Ring the bell. Because there are some things happening. There are some things happening in Married to Medicine world. You know, we've been talking about another reality show gets spilled over onto real life, you guys. And this is no different. Let me tell you. So this morning, I was minding my own business because I got business in the morning, y'all. I got business. Oh, bonsoir. Bonsoir? Bonsoir? Good night? Yes. Oh, bonjour. And I was just getting ready to go and put this on the Instagram. I decided to pop on here this morning and go live real quick because, you know, our show, Married to Medicine. And it's an excellent show on Bravo, the best show on Bravo, in my humble opinion. I mean, I like the other shows too, some of them, but I just love Black excellence. I love Black love. I love empowering and all that stuff. I love it, you know? So it's one of the higher vibe shows to me, okay? So Married to Medicine, we have Dr. Heavenly, Dr. Simone, Dr. Jackie, and Quad, and now we have Phaedra on there. And about 3 years ago, we had this lady named Buffie Purcell on there. And Buffie, wasn't she brought on as a friend of? Was she a friend of? Or was she she was Married to Medicine. Her doctor is a psychiatrist or something like a head doctor, right? And so she was being a married to role. So her and Toya and Anila would have had the same type of roles on the show. They're not the medicine, they're the married to, right? And so I don't know if you guys remember that there was this scene where, yes, friend of Simone, yes. Bonsoir, thank you. Oh, right on. Yes, a friend of Dr. Simone was Buffy. So Buffy came on, yes, the head doctor like Phaedra. You so funny. You funny this morning, girl. Okay. Yeah, so told that she was infertile. You know what I'm talking about, Buffy. You're infertile. You know what I'm talking about, Buffy. You're infertile, and you guys might have seen last week we did a couple of lives on this because it's a hot topic, you guys. And I want Dr. Jackie to come out of this on the other side. Everybody makes mistakes. I love Dr. Jackie. Hey, even with all these things that are coming out and these other stories, I'm sure there's another gajillion positive stories about the Dr. Jackie experience. Plus, I personally am just like, okay, Dr. Jackie, continue to help these the Black moms get babies with surrogacy and all the stuff for, like, you know, the atrophied vag when you get menopause and all kind of stuff. She's just, and the V, you know, Queen V and all of that stuff. You know, she's done a lot of good, and it seems that some people feel harmed also. So, I mean, one doesn't negate the other. I'm just hoping for some balance. You know what I'm saying? Now, Buffy has been on a rampage, you guys. In my opinion, everything I say here is allegedly, IMO. I'm not Buffy. I'm not trying to tell anybody when to get over anything, okay? All I know is that 3 years later, her energy towards this whole topic is like it was yesterday, 3 years later, okay? And I just kind of feel like it's a lot of energy for so much time. So I kind of feel like there's some holding on to this, and it's her right and prerogative to hold on to it because, like I said, it's her life. I'm not her. But I'm not sure that if you have a doctor that's a head doctor, a husband that's a head doctor, like, does he think this is healthy? Holding on to this for 3 years? I mean, she literally left the show, started a YouTube channel, went on all other media platforms, social media platforms, TikTok. She's big on TikTok, Instagram. And I don't know if she does the Twitter, but she does Instagram and TikTok a lot, and YouTube. And she makes it her business to be the protagonist about this show and this cast, and some things Bravo all the way around. And it's kind of like giving those bitter vibes where you're not on the show anymore, so you get relegated to, you know, platforms that regular schmegular people have to use, like myself, and you're kind of mad that you don't have the other big platform, but the other person still has a big platform, but you don't think they deserve the big platform because of what they did to you personally. And even though you're not on the show anymore, now you made it your life's mission to ruin that platform for them too, because you still are mad that they still have the platform that you tried to ruin for them when you blew them out the water and tried to act like she was breaking your HIPAA or whatever. And obviously she wasn't breaking your HIPAA because it got done on TV, and the HIPAA people get to see the TV, and they didn't think it was a HIPAA violation because she still has her license and everything's still working for her. So obviously this whole thing about trying to make Dr. Jackie like responsible somehow medically in a detrimental way to divulging this information about her infertility was like like censure worthy, if you will. It doesn't seem to be the case. It's 3 years later. The medical board didn't pick it up. Nobody else picked it up. The hospitals didn't pick it up. Nobody picked it up. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. So, unfortunately for Buffy, her plan because I don't know, in my mind, I feel like it's a plan, because she's mentioned one time, Buffy did, that, yeah, I told Bravo a long time ago, and they still have her on there. Like, what she told Bravo was supposed to affect Dr. Jackie. You see what I'm saying? So it kind of feels like a plot, like a plan, you know? And now, and she said, and that didn't happen, and I've been telling y'all for years, and you know, and I'm just kind of like, and that's kind of why I have the 2 holes on the front of the thumbnail, is because it's like the whole if you going on a revenge thing, the hole you dig for me, you better dig for yourself, because we both about to get buried in this. Okay. So I don't want to keep us too much longer. I was going to real quick play Dr. Jackie's apology again, just for some context. And then we're going to jump on to Buffy being very pit bullish, like a dog with a bone, and just not letting this go. I mean, let her apology be her apology, lady. Nobody's making you like necessarily get over it, but let her apology be her apology too. You know what I'm saying? So let's get here. Let's go to Dr. Jackie's apology first. And I will scooch myself over. I hope you guys are having a fantastic existence. You know what I'm saying? Because we are definitely here to experience this wonderful journey called life. So let's go.
I admit that I used the wrong.
Here, I'm going to start it over.
Happy holidays to you and yours. I'm taking a much needed pause to address comments that I made during a 2020 live interview with one of my castmates. First and most importantly, to Black women and mothers, including your friends, families, and the medical community who cares for you. Because my words left you hurt and feeling unsupported, I want you to know I hear you, I see you, I believe you, and I apologize from the bottom of my heart. I am brokenhearted over this. The guilt and reality that I have hurt and offended people, especially Black women, and some of my own patients, pains me to my core. As I look back over the 2-hour video again and again, I admit that I used the wrong words and descriptions to properly convey my concerns regarding maternal mortality related to women of color. But the fact is, we must do more because we are still dying more. If I could say it all over again, here's how I'd say it. When experiencing a health matter, keep a log of your concerns and symptoms so that you can provide them accurately to your physician. Have a buddy system, someone who can advocate for you when you're with a physician, especially when pregnant. Know that a second and third opinion is not just sometimes warranted, but necessary. I thank you for taking out time from your holiday to tune into my apology and my self-dedication to Black women and healthcare. I've been shaken and moved to be better.
You guys, so what did you think
to you and yours.
of this apology? I'll let it play one more time.
I'm taking a much needed pause to address comments that I made during a 2020 live interview with one of my castmates. First and most importantly, to Black women and mothers, including your friends, families, and the medical community who cares for you. Because my words left you hurt and feeling unsupported, I want you to know I hear you, I see you, I believe you, and I apologize from the bottom of my heart. I am brokenhearted over this. The guilt and reality that I have hurt and offended people, especially Black women, and some of my own patients, pains me to my core. As I look back over the 2-hour video again and again, I admit that I used the wrong words and descriptions to properly convey my concerns regarding maternal mortality related to women of color. But the fact is, we must do more because we are still dying more. If I could say it all over again, here's how I'd say it. When experiencing a health matter, keep a log of your concerns and symptoms so that you can provide them accurately to your physician. Have a buddy system, someone who can advocate for you when you're with a physician, especially when pregnant. Know that a second and third opinion is not just sometimes warranted, but necessary. I thank you for taking out time from your holiday to tune into my apology and my self-dedication to Black women and healthcare. I've been shaken and moved to be better.
Okay. Yes, I agree, Ann. She needs to be held accountable. And is that accountability to be held to by us as the public, by her patients, both by Buffie Purcell, by, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just, my main thing is, I feel like Buffie is a little hyper-focused, but also the accountability does need to be had. And had Buffy not been hyper-focused, we might not be having this accountability day. You know what I'm saying? Both, yes, both. Okay, Okay, let's see. Yeah, because we do love her, and she has presented. I feel like both is adequate, because we have been presented Dr. Jackie for 7 years a certain way, and everything that we're finding out is kind of contrary to what she's presented to us, right? To come to find out, there's this whole other something that might be happening. And so, yeah, we do deserve some accountability about being accountable for the person you're presenting versus the person you are. You see what I'm saying? And Buffy is obviously hurt. So hurt 3 years later. And I'm just wondering why she hasn't utilized her head doctor husband to maybe get over this a little more. I'm not sure if this, I have never had this happen, but I'm not sure if this is a hyper focused situation 3 years later, or if this is a healthy focus situation 3 years later. The apology never happened. Again, we have to have grace, but we don't trust her, unfortunately, right? Because she presented two of herself. I'm not sure if she's a Gemini or what. But look, the apology never happened to Buffy either. So let's go there. And let me see. So, like I said, she's big on
Hey y'all.
TikTok.
Hope you had a wonderful holiday. I did. Family's gone now, home safely, thank goodness. Yes, I got all y'all's DMs. Yes. I saw the original statement, which was a double down, like she did with me in Cabo. And don't believe the dentist. That was the first time and the only time that I brought up to her that I was displeased with what she said to me was with me in Cabo. And that was her initial reaction and my real apology. I apologize to Buffy. I'm done with it. Let's eat dinner. Don't say nothing else to me tonight. Basically what she said to y'all in that statement. Y'all took what I said out of context, which means it's your fault, not mine. Classic narcissist. Then, because y'all ate her up and the backlash has been so severe to them, I'm certain the network, production company, PR team, her business partners in her practice all said you're going to have to give a heartfelt video. And for me, because I know her, I believe that she is sincere in the fact that she doesn't like all this smoke. The tears she was trying to drop, in my view, was because she was being forced to apologize for something she didn't feel like she did wrong. Her tripling down by saying that she would rephrase it and say that Black women should keep a log of their pain and accurately was really enunciated, accurately describe how you're feeling, was to me saying, I said what I said. It's just like she said in the original video.
Happy Friday,
Don't come in there
Shay.
being overly dramatic. Don't come in there just complaining and complaining. You need to be accurate. Then also, because I still don't believe you, you need to bring in somebody else with you, a buddy, to advocate for you and say, yep, these things have been happening. Mr. Mark. And y'all cannot like me because you believed all the lies, and that's fine. But the message is still clear. Black women need to be believed. Black women should not be forced to be superhuman. Black women shouldn't be called crybabies when we are human and cry. Black women shouldn't be afraid to say that they're in pain for fear that somebody's going to say they're being dramatic or complaining too much. This trope of that strong Black woman needs to stop. And it goes into so many different areas beyond Black maternal mortality rates. What about Black mental health? What about Black miscarriage mental health? When you tell a Black woman who's had several miscarriages that she should be over it by now, she's complaining too much about it. She's crying too much about it. She's dragging it.
Did she hear me, you guys? She must have. I'm not the only person that feels this way.
You need to be sharp as iron, strong as steel. That's just not fair. And it's very dangerous. And we've got to stop it. So I feel about all that. For y'all saying I'm dragging it.
Yeah.
My aunt died because of Black doctor.
But Dr. Jackie didn't do that to your aunt.
And like I said, I had shared that with the producers of the show when I was on the show, because that was the storyline I wanted to talk about. Not my miscarriages. I wanted to talk about Black maternal mortality. So this ain't out of the blue. And every year on January 9th, I've always posted about Black maternal mortality on my aunt's, the anniversary of the date of her death. My family decided asked me not to do it last year because her daughter's getting up in age. She's 11 now, and we don't want her birthday to just be overshadowed by the fact that her mother died the same day that she was born. Think about it.
Okay, I'm gonna let it.
Hope you had a wonderful holiday.
Now I let Jackie's play twice. So we can't refute Buffy's trauma. No, we can't. We cannot refute Buffy's trauma. I am feeling like what Jackie did to her was words, and what happened to her aunt was real. And I feel like she's putting him in the same place. And because at first that was my story to tell about my infertility. And now it's, I was going to talk about Black mortality rates. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. Is she moving the bar or with what she's saying? She was very upset. That was my story to tell. Dr. Jackie didn't have any right to tell about my infertility. Now, all of a sudden, like, hey, I don't know. I haven't been watching her for these past 3 years, like loyally or anything. But if she has been, I don't know, has she been doing lots of lives on the Black mortality rate? I'm not sure. But now it's kind of feeling like it's piggybacking off the conversation with Kamala Harris, which is what really got her stirred. Was she was like, Dr. Jackie shouldn't have been the one talking to Kamala Harris. Dr. Simone should have been the one talking to Kamala Harris. Let's listen again. She can feel however she's feeling. I'm not saying that. I am not telling anybody when to get over who or what or when. It's not what I'm here for. I am simply wondering what the motivation is 3 years later, and you're happy. You're happy in your life, but you are not happy enough to move on from this particular thing, and you keep bringing it up. So I feel like Buffy is re-traumatizing herself at this point, because she keeps talking about it without healing. Like, you know how sometimes you can vent and talk about it and talk about it. You're talking about it so you can heal and get over it. I don't know that I feel like she's doing all this talking about it to get over it. I feel like she's doing all this talking about it because she wants something to happen to Dr. Jackie. That's my point. I don't know. I support Buffy and her feelings towards Jackie. She has every right to drag Dr. Jackie. Yeah, 3 years later, 2 years later, 8 years later, 20 years later. Yeah, sure, drag on. I'm just saying, like, in this life, we're supposed to be lightening our load. We're supposed to be, like, hopefully lightening our load. Whether that's emotionally, you're changing your lifestyle to lighten your load. Like, you want to change, you want to be better. I don't know that this is conducive to being better. She doesn't seem happy, you guys. She doesn't seem like this is helping her at all. Talking about it for 3 years and you're still just as upset. I don't know. Dr. Jackie is the Larsa. Oh no, not Larsa Pippen. Not Dr. Jackie's Larsa Pippen. Oh my God. Ooh, and so is this hashtag, ooh, fire Jackie? No, because we have hashtag fire Larsa. We don't need Larsa over there. But Dr. Jackie is Larsa at this point. Yeah, well, Larsa is the one that just went around and told that Gertie had breast cancer. And yeah, we were very upset. I was very upset about that because she specifically in our face was like, don't mention this. And then she went back and mentioned it. So that is a Larsa. But in this situation with Buffy never said, don't mention this to anybody. And literally came on like it was her storyline, let it be told. I'm not sure if it's exactly Larsa. The telling of the other person's stuff is Larsa, but what's not Larsa is that Buffy didn't sit with Dr. Jackie and say, don't tell my business. Larsa had a conversation with Gertie, looked her in her eye and said, don't tell my business. And Larsa said, okay. So I'm going to have to be like, I don't think she's really Larsa-ish right now. Saying re-traumatizing is victim blaming in a way. It is victim blaming in a way. It is. You're right. Re-traumatize, yes, but I feel like it's the word I need to use because she seems like she's in trauma. She's really upset about this. She's not letting it go. And nobody's bringing it up but her. Nobody's bringing it up but her. I'm not sure how many times that one episode is on repeat or where. I haven't seen it. I haven't found it. But the only time I've kept hearing about this since it happened 3 years ago is when Buffy Purcell brought it up. So she's re-traumatizing me at this point because I wasn't even thinking about it until she keeps bringing it up. And I'm not trying to blame a victim, which she definitely feels like and has said she is. I'm wondering why, if you're a victim of this, are you re-traumatizing yourself with what you say you're a victim of? So I had some bad things happen to me in my life. And when the bad things happen, I'm not like constantly bringing it up. I'm not constantly bringing it. I just, that's not how I move. That's not how I heal, I bring it up in certain instances or something maybe, but it's not like start a YouTube channel to talk about this trauma that I had. I'm still talking to anyone who listen about my family, right? I heard that, mademoiselle. Buffy, we tired. We tired, Buffy. She hasn't been dragging Jackie. She's simply jumping on the occasion. No, Ann, I'm telling you. She literally started a freaking YouTube channel when she got off the show. And she was dragging those people for a long time. Oh my gosh. Every chance. Okay, watch. I'm going to show you this. She gets more than one chance. So this is her TikTok page. Let me see. Go up. So 500,000 followers, 12 million likes. Her and her husband. She just got a thing with Liquid IV, an affiliate thing. This is the video that we just watched. And then we come down. She has way more videos on freaking just the other day. She has way more videos on this, but we have to go down. Just last month, this is December, and in November, she was doing another something about there. Let's see. I'll try to find it while we're scrolling. But yeah, she's been talking about it a lot. Her thoughts on, let me just do this. So if I do this, where'd she go? Here it is. This is how I got into it last time, I think. So then this, see? So see how this video pops up? My thoughts on Married to Medicine. Married to Medicine. She has a part 1, part 2, part 3 thing going on.
Hey, y'all. Hey, good morning. It's Auntie Buffie with fresh face, no filter, realness. Everybody keeps DMing me. Everybody keeps messaging me. So y'all want me to talk about it? I'm going to talk about it. Hey, y'all. Hey, good morning. It's Auntie Buffie with fresh face, no filter, realness. Position. Dr. Simone shaded the heck out of Dr. Jackie, general practitioner, at BravoCon. When the dentist was dispatched to say, when T said she was having troubles, why did refer her to Jackie? See, what's going on is now they having people from the show go to Simone more than they go to Jackie. See, Jackie was the highly regarded, top echelon because she had all the celebrities, which means nothing, child. Okay. Coming to her practice and gave the show some sort of, validity and credentials. And so they had like she was Dr. Jesus of Nazareth, and treated Dr. Simone as a physician assistant. Hell, the dentist told me verbatim that they treat her like she a damn nail tech. When I don't even mess with Dr. Heavenly like that, but she is a whole damn doctor. Okay. And Heavenly a lot of things, but she ain't stupid. The bitch smart. Okay. I've been around her. I know she's not dumb. She's a smart person. But they treat them like trash. Jackie get to walk on. They act like she walk on damn water, and she does not. And I expose that. Okay. Because when you're around somebody that's actually inherently good, the evil seeps out, baby. You can't hide. You can't hide when you're around the real. So when Dr. Simone shaded the hell out of Dr. Jackie, general practitioner, and was like, the reason I referred T to someone else is because the other person is a specialist and more equipped to deal with her specific issues. Simone ate down. Dr. Simone ate down with that because she's correct. Because first of all, why would Dr. Simone need to refer somebody to Dr. Jackie, general practitioner, when they the same type of doctor? What sense that make? And so Dr. Heavenly is fighting for Dr. Jackie's life. That's what she's doing. Because Jackie don't add nothing to the show no more. Because that whole facade of she's perfect and above it all and all that was done 3 years ago when my black ass was on the show. Okay, so that's over. People know the truth about her. So she done lost that. So she got to turn up and do something. And so and Heavenly see that. And I see Heavenly as a loyal friend. And so she trying to start some mess so Jackie has something to do on the show, but Jackie ain't gonna give it nothing. It's gonna be Heavenly. And so anyway, that's what this all about. But the reality is, you're a GP, right? You can't help that girl. Not really. Not no more than Simone can help her. And I respect Simone's ethics to say, yo, this is above my pay grade, so I'm gonna refer you to a somebody else who specializes in this, right? Jackie ain't Jesus of Nazareth. She don't know every goddamn thing. She didn't even know better than to act a fool on TV when you a whole OBGYN with another black woman who was clearly having fertility problems. That was when she should have solidified her Jesus of Nazareth status. She should have come to me with open arms, welcome, and been like, I'm so sorry. That is not what I meant by that. And, let's work together to bring awareness about this issue. That ain't what happened. She was mad because she was called out because she's a narcissist. And That's why that happened. So listen, I don't know what's gonna happen this season, but it seemed like it's, to me, they propping Dr. Simone up like they should, because she is a great physician and has a great bedside manner. She ain't no good friend, but she's a great physician. They're propping her up because she'll give the show what the show needs. That Jack ain't gonna do it, because that whole it and now shit don't work no more. Anybody want to see that? Clearly, with this TV show, people want these doctors acting a damn fool, and y'all doing it because you get paid more than you making in your practices allegedly on the damn show. So you're gonna say, when masters say jump, you're gonna say how high. And listen, I can talk about this because I witnessed stuff. I've seen them say to y'all allegedly, but they really did. If you get in a fight with someone, so damn, give you an extra 50 grand. So, T, darling, you full cast, so they ain't gonna have no sympathy for you, unfortunately. But you got your man, and live your life, be happy. Don't let them break you down. Hold tight with Toya, because she will hold you down. They, all Toya, whatever, she know right from wrong. Stay with Toya. The rest of them, stay with Toya. She'll have your back. Because she fight for her life as the only real true doctor's wife on the show, who represents for doctor's wives, and they shade her for what? Being what she is. That's crazy. It's because you jealous, big jealous. But know that all this is about the fact that Dr. Simone shaded the hell out of Dr. Jackie and called her as a general practitioner. And Bravo Khan said basically you was ill-equipped to help T, so I sent her to somebody who really is. That's all. That's my stance. I'm really sick of the dentists going out here on all these damn social media platforms dragging this girl's fertility. I don't care about the whole, she country and all that. That shit, that's fine. Like when they called me fat and said my house manager was gonna cheat with my husband and all the little bullshit they said that never happened, I didn't care about that, and that didn't work. And so that's why they went for my uterus. And now they're going for hers, because clearly it didn't work with T either. But don't let them break you down, darling. They're just trying to get a check, and it's a damn shame. But, that's what they doing. That's all.
You guys. So this is healthy. This is normal. This is what you're saying right here. No one can tell Buffy how long to stay mad, even if it's to the grave kind of mad. So this is what we get to deal with. I mean, she literally has a head doctor for a husband. This doesn't seem like you guys, if you had a person in your life who they came to you and said, you wronged me, and you apologized to that person 5 times your best way, because you're not like them. You're not like them. Obviously, Dr. Jackie is a linear type of and Buffy is not Dr. Buffy, but Buffy is a different type of apologizer, I guess. But I mean, 5 apologies. If you put them all together, if you splice 5 apologies that Dr. Jackie did on the season that Buffy was on, and you splice them together, Buffy, I'm positive that she did an adequate apology. An adequate. I'm just going to use the word adequate. It might not have been the best, but it was definitely an adequate apology. Especially when she promised you her firstborn child. She said, if I could get pregnant and have a baby, I feel so bad that Buffy dragged this out all season and still won't let it go. Even though I apologized 15 times since Sunday, I would give her my first child from my loins. And I wouldn't even put the baby in my arms. I would just take it right over to Buffy's house. I would have an Uber driver, take my baby to Buffy because I've wronged you so much, Buffy, and you haven't got over it. I apologized. I said I was sorry. I apologized. We all heard Dr. Jackie say, I apologize. The season this happened 3 years ago. 5 times. The part where she's saying at the dinner, she told you that's we're not going to talk about it anymore, because that was number 4, bitch. It was the 4th apology. And on these reality shows, we're kind of used to people apologizing and moving on. Not apologize, Dorito. That's some Dorito shit from Beverly Hills, just dragging dead horses around. Well, I really want to know what you meant by this, Garcelle. No, bitch, shut up. I'm just not sure that this is conducive to her healing. It feels like she's on a revenge thing to me, you guys. And you're right. She could take it to the grave, but then she's going to have people like me that are like, let it go. She's going to have people like C. Patterson that's like, Buffy, we tired, girl. We tired. We so tired. Why is she taking so much joy in the downfall of Jackie? She's literally taking joy in the downfall of another Black woman who apologized to you 58 times and promised you her firstborn child like Rumpelstiltskin. But we get to find all the wood in Buffy's mansion and nail Dr. Jackie to a cross. Just nail her up there. Because she said what she said to Buffy, and then she said what she said in that video, and then she talked to Kamala Harris, and now we're here. Because Buffy is triggered, and Jackie is her trigger. In my opinion, this is all just my opinion. I want Buffy to heal. I want Jackie to heal. I want all of Jackie's patients, whoever was, even if there's nothing wrong, I need everybody just healing in here. But there's not going to be too many people that can convince me that Buffy's hyper-focus, in my opinion, allegedly, is a good thing all the way around. It's feeling very revengey. It's feeling very like she's like sitting there rubbing her hands together like, oh, finally. When people wrong me, I just know my God is going to take care of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like necessarily sitting around like, ooh, is it happening yet? Ooh, how can I help God out by getting this person to feel what I need them to feel because they wronged me? I'm not. I'm like moving on, trying to move it on. Because to me personally, I need to let that ish go so I can be a happier person now. Anyway, let's keep going with these comments. And I love you allowing grace for Buffy. I'm allowing grace for Buffy too. I'm allowing grace for Jackie. I'm allowing grace for all of them. They can all have it. Too many thoughts to type. Oh no. Wasn't she shading Toya more than anyone? Right? Everybody else got the opinion. Everybody else got their opinion. We cannot tell people how to respond to their pain, embarrassment, and humiliation. Yeah, you're right. I started this whole channel because when Monique got in the fight with Candace, and everybody said that Candace acts to be dragged around the barn by Monique by saying, what you gonna do, drag me? I mean, that was literally a hypothetical question, but people wanted to act like that was really a question that a grown woman was asking another grown woman with kids who teaches her the kids to keep their hands to themselves as a cue to invite her to beat her about the head. And that's not there's nobody that's going to convince me of that. Nobody. So we all get an opinion, and there's enough room on right for everybody. So you can be right over there, and I'm going to be right over here, because I didn't feel like that was an appropriate response to a hypothetical question. But some people were like, oh yeah, drag Candace again. Ooh, I can't wait. Give me the Vaseline. Take my eyebrows off. No, somebody hold my hoop earrings. Let me get these fingernails off real quick. Yeah, it's not like that for me. Buffy, grieve, be mad however you need to be. Yeah, okay, that's right. Be mad. Buffy is right in her emotions. Allow her to process, please. I do not like this, Sam. I am. Jackie is wrong any way you put it. Remember, Buffy experienced Jackie differently than we did in an hour on the show. You're totally right. Stop apologizing and change your behavior. Okay, yeah. I don't know. Are you talking to Jackie? I hope for real, Jackie does get a red patch Adam's nose and get some bedside manner and start listening to people if that is the experience that people have been having with her. That's horrible. Cannot tell her to let it go. That's not right. You know what, Tony? I feel like I'm entitled to my opinion, as are you. And like how you're saying there's no right time to tell somebody to get over stuff. I'm not feeling like I'm completely wrong, in my opinion, at this point. You cannot promise a child you cannot have. Then that's the point. She said if she could, she would. Not only Buffy, other people. I know these videos are heartbreaking. Did you see the one about the SB? Oh my gosh. Ooh. I don't know if there's going to be any kind of board stuff or what. We don't know what happened behind the scenes. Even Dr. Simone stopped hanging with Dr. Jackie after that. Yes. And I was like, I thought that when Dr. Simone stopped hanging with Dr. Jackie, remember, it was because Dr. Jackie ultimately said she felt unsupported by Dr. Simone because Dr. Jackie knew that Dr. Simone was the one that had told her all this stuff, I believe. And you told me, I mentioned it, I apologize, and now you're sitting over there with your friend that you told on. And that's why Buffy is like, she ain't no good friend, but she's a good doctor for Dr. Simone. She said Dr. Simone is not a good friend. She said that, but she's a good doctor. So I feel like Dr. Jackie felt like Dr. Simone wasn't a good friend to her, and that they both broke off with each other. Simone didn't want her name being brought up as the person that told anybody about the lady being infertile. So she's like, yeah, Dr. Jackie, you owe her an apology. Every time Buffy said she wanted another apology from Dr. Jackie, Dr. Simone was like, yeah, Dr. Jackie, can you say it again? Remember? So ultimately, Dr. Jackie did not feel supported by her friend, Dr. Simone, over the patient relationship Dr. Simone had with Buffy. I don't know. Some people will take it to the grave. Yeah, see, I'm not trying to grow no anger, cancer, tumors. I literally have a friend, okay, rest in peace, Clarence Rose. So he was a master body worker, and he was all love and light. And he was with this beautiful woman who broke his heart, betrayed him, and left him. And he ended up so mad, he ended up with cancer riddling his body. And when I went to him on his deathbed, where he was confined, and I would go sit with him and we would talk, and he would tell me all about, because I'm also a certified masseuse, right? So he would tell me all about body working and stuff like that. We would just have awesome conversations. And one day Clarence told me that he was positive his cancer was a result of the anger that he never let go of towards his wife's betrayal, you guys. He was positive that that's where it was from. And seeing that man on his deathbed, weighing all of 100 pounds, literally skin and bones, the day I took him, that we had got blossoms on the tree and I took him some blossoms, he took a big inhale of the blossoms. You know, Clarence died that night with blossoms on his breath. But the lesson he taught me is to let anger go. Let it go. Just let it go. I don't need to tell you when to let it go. You can hold on to it all you want, but I'm just saying that physiologically, you may want to let it go, or you might pop out a freaking tumor full of all of this negativity, and it'll be riddled with cancer. I'm just saying, there have been studies that show this kind of stuff. So I'm just offering, let it go. Buffy has the right to be upset. Be upset. Yes, Jackie. Dr. Jackie works for the white man. I don't care about her. Oh no. Hey, Zelene. Hey, Tony. Hey, who else did I miss? Anybody else? C. Patterson? Let's see. I appreciate all you guys being here this morning. Thanks for coming through. I hope you smash that like button. Smash the subscribe button if you haven't already. Ring the bell. I wish Jackie would come off the show. Well, hey, you might get your wish. You might get your wish. This might be a lot. Do you think Simone should apologize to Buffy as well? I think that should happen too. I mean, Dr. Jackie had to apologize 15 times on camera, promise a baby she can't have, and go through 3 years of dragarization from this lady. And Dr. Simone only gets called not a good friend. I feel like it's a little unbalanced, but hey, you guys keep telling me I can't tell people what to do, and I'm not trying to tell them what to do. I'm just offering other routes because, I mean, there's enough to go around, right? There literally is enough to go around. So all this hyper focus on Dr. Jackie when there's obvious multiple people in the situation is very, hey, there's enough to go around. Jackie has too much style and grace for this crap. Stop doing them foolish interviews with the devil. Heavenly. Dr. Heavenly is not the devil. She is not the devil. I'm a Heavenly's angel, but you're entitled to your opinion. And you don't have to change your mind. You can take that with you to the grave if you feel like it. And my humble opinion, though, Dr. Heavenly has an assignment and she does it very well. So Simone violated HIPAA. I don't know. Hey, allegedly, if you're that person's doctor and you share that person's information, that HIPAA agreement was between you and that patient. The HIPAA agreement is not between a different doctor who's not your attending doctor. But I'm not a doctor. So I'm not sure if is there a doctor in the house that can tell us what happens about who's the HIPAA violators? Right? We're all gonna go from something, but I don't want it to be my body riddled with cancer from hating shit that I should have tried to let go. Thank you. Love you. What's good, Zara? Thanks for coming through. So we're just over here listening to Dr. Jackie's apology get not accepted by Buffy Purcell. And then we were going through a couple of other videos about how Buffy is constantly talking stuff. Uh-oh.
Don't you hate when somebody says you spend so much?
African-American women will a bit more dramatic, and that you go to the doctor and you complain, and you're not taken serious because you cry most of the entire pregnancy. As African-American women will a bit more dramatic, and that you go to the doctor.
So this right here that we're showing right now, this is also on Buffy's page. And I'm just hey. So she's made it her mission to just reveal as much as she can about Dr. Jackie. She went on to Dr. Jackie's Yelp and is playing that clip of what she said with Heavenly with her 1-star Yelp reviews. Look, you guys, that's not... Look. Dr. Simone may have apologized. Her office was done in private. Dr. Jackie's offense was during a public talk and continued in a rude way of dealing in that. Hey, just like, we're saying that we can't tell Buffy when to get over it. Can we really tell? I mean, okay, the only thing I can offer about any apology is don't read it. Beyond that, can you really tell a person how to apologize? Because if you have to tell a person how you want to hear their apology, then when they give it to you that way, you're going to be like, oh, that was inauthentic because I had to tell you how to do it. So the way that Dr. Jackie did it the first time on the show was obvious Jackie style. Not going to make a big deal out of this. Going to play it low key. I apologize. The second time, I apologize. Third time, I apologize. We're not bringing it up again. Fourth time, I apologize, and I'll give you a baby I can't have. So I also would love to know, what exactly did Buffy need to hear? And I posed this question before. What exactly did Buffy need to hear in order to let this go? How could, because she kept being like, you owe me an apology, you owe me an apology. But every time Dr. Jackie gives her an apology, it's not adequate. So she needs to tell us how she wants it. Or accept the 15 apologies, splice them together, and get the words you need out of the words I already said, and get the apology you want. Because I'm positive I might have said the words that were required for an acceptable apology. Perhaps she needs to talk about it instead of holding it in. I have to do that, yeah, or else you'll get sick. You're right. You got to talk about it. Got to talk about it. But like I said, she has a freaking head doctor husband, but she chooses to talk about it on social media platforms. So is her talking about it on social media platforms the help that is going to help her get over it? Or would her being maybe talking to a certified psychiatrist, psychologist be more helpful? Or would it have still taken the same 3 years to get over it? I'm not sure. And I'm not saying get over it like you guys already are telling me. She don't have to get over it. She can take this to the grave. And you're right, she can. She can. It's her prerogative. We all get this life to do what we want. And you are completely right in however you choose to engage with your gift of life. I mean, a bajillion souls wanted to come through to this dimension. You got here. And if you want to spend all your time, or 3 years of your time, hyper-focused on Dr. Jackie, then that's your prerogative. But like, you're literally one of billions of souls to get through. And Dr. Jackie, she's helping more souls get through. Yeah, she does some mistakes, but she's also helping. Buffy going about this the wrong way. She did not have all this heat when Jackie did it to her. That's another thing. That's another thank you, Tony Sells. You're right. I can't tell her how to do it. But 3 years later, and it's getting hotter for Jackie. Here is sincerely from the heart. Yes, here it's sincerely from the heart. That's for the apology, right? We cannot dictate how people apologize, but how we feel and continue is our own choice. Exactly. She mad they didn't fire Jackie and keep her. That's the bottom line. Because in the video when she blew this all up, she literally made reference to Bravo keeping Dr. Jackie after she told them what she told them. Okay? She is talking about it on social media because it was told in public. Yeah, okay. That's true. That's true. Well, all the apologies Dr. Jackie did were in public. Also. And I don't know why she doesn't talk to Bravo at this point. I mean, Bravo loves cutting out clips for certain people if it's too harmful. So couldn't she like ask Bravo to just stop airing the clip of it? If she feels like a HIPAA violation was done, then that's technically some kind of, is that a crime? I don't know. But they should not have to keep on playing it. So at least that can be off the airwaves. And then maybe that could help her feel like they're not just torturing her over and over, even though she's the one that keeps making the clips on her page too, you guys. She makes the clip of it over and over. We played it the other day. Buffy said she elected not to come back. Oh, really? But she still feels very bitter about the whole situation. Does getting over it mean she can't speak on it anymore? No, that's not what I'm saying. I can spend a few minutes publicly every few months on something or someone and still live a very happy life. Yeah, definitely. She doesn't never have to not talk about it, but it's just been a lot of talk about it over the last 3 years. And I just didn't know if there was something else she wanted us to know about her. This episode is worldwide in my candy. I'm sorry. The public announcement of being infertile by name in public by a physician, that was not her physician, is clearly a HIPAA violation. Dr. Jackie, even Buffy said she had never even talked to Jackie before. Dr. Jackie made that announcement. Jackie was not Buffy's doctor. All this came back when she put the clip on social media. Yes, all this, and she put the clip on social media after Dr. Jackie was talking to Kamala Harris, the sitting vice president, who in my opinion is out here pandering for the black vote, coming on reality show of black women. And it's the 4th year of you guys needing it's the 4th year we're getting ready to have to vote again. And you guys never finished meeting with the black leaders in the Democratic Party when you first got elected into the White House. And the black people showed up and was like, oh, we helped you get here. Now we want to meet with you about some stuff. And the Democrats turned to him. Joe said, you're going to have to wait your turn. Not right now. Didn't even address them in the first 100 days. Didn't ever go back and really talk to no black people till this year, you guys, year 4. Pandering. That was the equivalent to her having hot sauce in her purse, you guys. That was like when Hillary said, oh, I carry hot sauce in my bag on the Breakfast Club. Pandering. And then how they had Nene Leakes at the White House. No, Nene Leakes was at Kamala Harris's house, you guys. The week before, Kamala Harris was on Married to Medicine. Pandering for the black vote. You guys better do your own research. Do whatever you guys want to do. But in my opinion, that was a little bit of panderization. Because we ain't seen you. We ain't seen you, Kamala. Anyway, and you told us you wasn't doing nothing specifically for the black people. You told us that. You said you were going to do something for everybody, but nothing specifically for them. You said that. Anyway, Jackie wasn't her physician at the time. Exactly, Ann. Joe and Kamala look like they don't get along. I don't know. You can't really tell with their weird smile and laughter all the time what she's ever really thinking. Is very disarming. That smile all the time, no matter what, and that weird laugh, no matter what, is very weird. I don't know. No, I don't want to tell Buffy how to respond either. But she should have did all this in live time when it happened to her, and then stop reaching into other people's matters. Yes, that's kind of where that's more my overall tone of this. I hope I'm not coming off too harsh. I literally have literal questions about what the heck is going on, because this is a long time later, you guys. Yep, the VP. How do I know her? Oh, you do, Tony? Oh, I would love to hear a story. HIPAA law aside, Dr. Jackie is not a doctor to me anymore, but she offended us all the same. FVP Harris. I do not know her. No vote from me. Exactly. FVP Harris. How many Fs do we give? None for VP Harris. Kamala, in my opinion, is black when she needs to be. Exactly. See, that's the thing. Did you know you guys can be black when you want to be? I say we need to let all these titles go, all these labels and shit, and just get on this oneness. For real. Just get on this oneness, too many social constructs to name. And they're making up new labels all the time about like, oh, now I want to be identified even another different way besides the other social constructs that we put on people, So yeah, I feel like she's doing that. She puts it on when she wants to. She takes it off when she wants to. She puts it on when she needs to vote, and she takes it off when she's everywhere else. I agree, Zelene. I agree. But I don't want to keep you guys too much. Actually, I have a date over at Krista Marie, and then I have a 10 o'clock appointment. So thank you guys for coming through to LRGA Curves today. Well, we talked about Dr. Jackie's apology and how we kind of felt like it was read. And the reason we played it was because Buffie Purcell is not accepting the apology. And so then we played her video that she posted yesterday of her not accepting the apology. And then we played a couple other videos on Buffy's page about just like her history of keeping this, I don't know, what is this nemesis thing going? She's keeping it going, you know. Dr. Jackie's ignoring everything, living her best life, and bam! Buffy's keeping it going. Kamala, oh wait, no, it's I don't have to be your physician to violate your HIPAA. I'm going to research that, Tony. That's very interesting. So you don't have to be my physician to violate your HIPAA. Interesting. I will definitely look at that. That apology was so stiff. Yeah, don't read any apologies. I love you, Tony. Love you, Zelene. Love you, Zara. Love you, Anne. I love all my curvies. Smash my buttons on your way in or out. Leave a comment. I love interacting with you. It's 2 days left in 2023. Get your visions together for 2024. Do your thing. Shine your light. Be great. Remember, there's enough to go around, and it's okay to let shit go. Lighten your load emotionally. Step into your greatness. There's enough to go around. Let's go be great. Let's go be excellent. Let's go be all of us. It's okay to fail. You fail forward. You learn a new thing that you should implement next time. So it's not a complete failure, right? So let's just go and be awesome. Love is everything. We're here for connections. 2 days left, you guys. We made it. Happy New Year.